Welcome back to Get This Man Some Help, your go-to place for fan takes and dad scolding, and Sean has a new hat. So
I have a new,
this is going to very soon not just be about the Blazers.
That's right. Get this woman some help.
Get this woman some help.
Yes, Portland Fire coming to town, baby. I'm excited.
I fought the name for so long. Do not do the fire. Do not do the fire. That's my. But now that it's here and I see the rose on fire,
sure,
I'm already in.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It was their name they were going to choose. I'm not into it now.
I had a lot of names. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You want to know some of my names?
Sure. I would love to know some of your names. Sure.
Okay, we got the roasters.
Okay.
Come on. We're roasting you on the court.
I gave you just the amount of reaction.
We roast the coffee.
I gave you just the amount of
response. Okay, what about the Portland Petals?
The Portland Petals.
Pedal the bike. Rose petals.
Oh, I see.
Double meaning.
Okay.
Okay, you like it?
I mean, that seems very a league of their own.
Yeah, it's a little twee.
Yeah.
Okay. The Portland Swifts.
The Swifts, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish it would have, the Hops. I know it's a baseball team, but like nobody knows that it's a baseball team.
No one
knows.
Portland. I didn't know.
And it fits better with basketball anyway. We got Hops.
Because you jump.
There it is. See?
Okay. Sure.
I got tons of names that are better than fire.
You are just.
And you know what never happened with any of those names?
What's that?
Nobody died in real life.
That's true. That's true. There no. Yeah. No one's calling the ambulance for Hops.
Because that's a real event that happened where real people died.
Okay.
We have basketball again,
Fair
Sean.
enough.
I know we're going to start. We got so much to do. We're going to lead off the show right away with the first look at the Blazers last.
Yes.
It's a new
basketball
look.
Basketball is back, baby. NBA basketball.
NBA basketball.
The WNBA has been fantastic, by the way. We should see if we can trade and sign for Aja Wilson.
Sure.
Just send Jerami Grant over to the WNBA, bring Aja Wilson over here. That's what I want to see.
Net gain.
Net gain.
Lost in the fashion department, though. But, we thought we were going to get something new maybe, but we didn't. I did not have on my bingo card Denny coming off the bench.
So there's a weird thing that's happening. And I think that the sort of like the Blazers and the sort of Portland media tried not so subtly to prepare us to the fact that Jerami Grant was going to get the start. I think in the hopes that they can start to build a little value in Jerami Grant they can get something for him in the inevitable trade. And just remembering the last 20 games of last season, you would think to yourself, well, obviously we just pick up where we left off. And they said, no. Remember the first 20 games.
Yeah.
That's what we're after.
Yeah.
And it was a little, I was not in love with that. I think I maybe texted you as soon as I saw the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And Jerami Grant did not disappoint if the goal was to disappoint. Went one for his first, 98, 99 basketball. Yeah. Just an absolute. The thing about it is, you remember last year we talked about this. If you just took Jerami Grant off the court, this team's offense would be so much more fluid because he's just he's a black hole.
Yeah.
And just right back into it, forcing up bad shots.
Yeah.
Like they come down, they have a great play, great ball movement,
right.
And then the next play down, Jerami Grant says, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not so fast.
Yeah.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
And watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's preseason. I know the lineups don't matter and they're playing extensive Caleb Love minutes and all this stuff. 100%. I get it all. I understand it all. But we kind of know what the Jerami Grant thing is. And to me, preseason seems like a time to experiment with other things. And we already kind of know what that is.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Meanwhile, you have Shaedon Sharpe just absolutely losing his mind. Just looking like a superstar in the wings.
That's another thing, the sort of like the sort of press leaks.
Yeah.
A lot of like, Shaedon Sharpe's having, and I understand why there's a pitfall to like building up hype based on like preseason training camp workouts. Sure. And there are a lot of guys become superstars in training camp that don't, So you
Ben
can
Simmons every year. Every year Ben Simmons.
He's turned the corner. Yeah. He's back to no, he's not. No, because when you go down to the community center to play basketball when you're an NBA player, you play really well. Yeah. I mean, that's just you can do that. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
But no, Shaedon Sharpe, we talk about this a lot. Every time he shoots the ball, it looks like it's going to win. But now, every time he shoots the ball, I'm sure it's going to go in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he is they made a comment that I heard and I thought, oh, this is bad news for anyone playing the Blazers. Is Shaedon keeps saying he feels like the game has slowed down for him, and if you watch him on the court, it looks like the game has slowed down for him, and he's making better decisions, earlier decisions. One thing that you and I have talked about so many times, the so one of the benchmarks is when he realizes he doesn't have to dunk on every play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the first couple of like drives he took, he's pulling up now for this like floater, except it's not, he's jumping so high, it's almost like he's like pushing the ball down into the basket, but he's not trying to dunk it. He's just jumping straight up in the air and kind of dropping the ball. And when that starts to come regularly and that 3-point shot continues to improve, I mean,
hearing you talk about Shaedon Sharpe,
stop it.
Is making like this party, this riot of endorphins just going nuts in my head. I'm smiling ear to ear. You know Shea Serrano, godfather of content. Love him. Sure. He has a book coming out called Premium Basketball, I think, something like that. But when you watch Shaedon Sharpe in that preseason game, the experience just feels premium. Yes. It's like, okay, I'm getting this stuff full price. I'm not going to the Nike outlet.
No.
I'm not going to the Nike employee store. I'm getting the one-off, the special editions. Yeah. Shaedon Sharpe is just smooth. He's not being rushed. I mean, he had that one series of plays where I forget who was with him, but he kept kind of pivoting back and forth until finally he got what he was just patient as hell. Just got what he wanted. Listen, and beautiful stuff.
I think any NBA player will tell you one of the hardest things to do in the NBA is to get your shot, right? A defense is designed. A lot of defense is not just blocks and steals at that level. It's preventing a guy from getting to his shot. And Shaedon Sharpe was consistently getting to his shot. And he's only 22.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, and in most of his points, like 20 of his points, were in the first part where he was playing against the starters. This wasn't like the garbage time stuff.
No, he was playing against the A lineup. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Portland's A lineup was better than Golden State's A lineup. Portland's 5 through 8 was better than Golden State's 5 through 8. It's when the G League guys came in that the kind of wheels fell off. And I will say this. One thing, because we texted about this last night. Like, how do you have Shaedon Sharpe come off the bench?
Right.
And I mean, when he's playing like that, there's just it's a gimme that you have to start him when he's playing like that. But I will say the offensive production on that second team is a little concerning.
Yeah.
If you're going to start Denny and you're going to start Shaedon, which I think you kind of have to.
Well, no, Chauncey's like, hold my beer. I'll bench Denny.
I'll bench Denny. Yeah. Well, I mean, again.
I mean, it's not the real lineup. Yeah.
No, it's a preseason.
No, you're right.
Denny also came off the bench, though.
Yeah.
Clearly upset that he was coming off the bench and let everybody know about it.
Yeah.
And absolutely went crazy. So, the Blazers, remember a couple years back, it was all about, we have these new guards.
Yeah.
These Scoot and Shaedon and Anthony. We got too many, but it ends up being like our front court is actually locked in now.
Yeah,
we've got Denny, we've got Toumani, who, by the way, in the first quarter was the best offensive and defensive player on the court. The 3-point shooting, he had a couple of slick drives to the hole. He didn't finish, but he got. I mean, the moves. It's clear that he has been working on his ball handling.
Yeah,
all off season long.
Yeah,
and so you got Denny, you got Toumani, and you got Klingon.
Yeah.
We got a front court, but we got a real NBA front court now.
Yeah, you've been saying that for most of last year. You were saying that, and I was a little unsure about Klingon, but I think he's a real guy. He's a defensive stalwart, at the very least.
He's tough. Yeah,
but the guys like Camara, you weren't supposed to get a 3-point shooter out of the deal.
You were supposed to have
you reached into your jeans and you found the faded out $20 bill you didn't know you had.
He could be a legitimate offensive weapon on this team if he continues to sort of evolve. Yeah. And I know he's a little bit older as a rookie. I think he's maybe 25. But the first. What was that?
Is that old?
Well, I mean, not for us.
Sounds young.
Not for us.
Sounds so young.
But for an NBA, for a first or second year NBA player, it's a little on the aged side. Yeah. But I mean, the first 5 minutes, I thought, he is. And the thing I love is preseason. It's the first preseason game of the year, and him and Jimmy Butler were playing like it was game 4 of the NBA Finals down there. And Toumani was not backing off of Jimmy Butler at all. Everything Jimmy was doing, Toumani was giving it right back to him.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Jimmy had like 30 cups of coffee before the game.
Well, I mean, he always does.
And he didn't know where he was, actually.
No. Well, I think he rarely knows where he is. Also, shout out to Draymond Green using the Just for Men. Came out with the perfectly brown, no gray spot beard. And that man, if you ever thought he was anything but a coward.
Yeah.
I just thought out.
You know, that does surprise me though, because in the past he's been unafraid of the gray beard.
Yeah, he was talking to Shaq or whatever. And so you would try this. Okay. Coward.
You know, Shaq has his own gummies. Have we been over this?
Yes, Shaq has his own everything.
They're shaped like his head.
I know. It's too much Shaq.
It's too much Shaq.
We've
also,
been oversaturated with Shaq.
There's too much gummies in one pack. Each pack looks like a normal sized pack, but there's like 4 servings in there because the amount of sugar.
I do appreciate that about Shaq, however, is everything he ties his name to, it's got to be more in the package.
It's got to be more.
You know, he took over Papa John's, and now Papa John's pizzas are twice the size.
You can't fit them in the car anymore.
No, you can't. No.
You got to fold them to put them in the oven. They're basically calzones.
It's 100% right. So, okay.
So I saw this like little Blazer promo, and it's Shaedon and Toumani just shooting hoops at I think it's Wallace Park.
Okay.
And this kid just happens to be walking by, and he's like, "Holy cow!" Like comes over there, and he's like, they start shooting hoops with him and stuff. And I think Shaedon says like 3 words the entire time, and they ask him, "Oh, who's your favorite player?" And Shaedon Sharpe, and Shaedon just kind of, "Oh, there you go. Oh, cool." But Toumani looked like he was having a great time, but I thought he was gonna like reject the kid or like strip him or something. Take his lunch money.
Toumani absolutely has the affect of a guy who goes to like the children's hospital and beats the kids at Madden by like 70 points and is just talking trash the whole time.
But the social media person was like, "No, Toumani, you can't do that. Probably, please." So, you were like, I missed the first half because I didn't realize that we got the game, and I texted you and I was like, "Well, how's Hansen doing?" And you said being pushed around.
Yeah. And
then I logged on, I got on the game, and he had his first bucket, and he barely got this basket, this ball
like
over.
That's the shot that I take.
Yeah.
After like 2 or 3.
He was going for like a dunk.
Like an hour in, and my legs don't work anymore.
Yeah. And I'm like, you're an enormous person, and you barely got that over the rim.
I mean, just barely flopped in. Yeah.
Yeah. My pick for rookie of the year isn't looking so great.
Listen, it's his first real dose of NBA. I mean, the summer league. Summer league is not NBA basketball. It's close. It's better, I think, than probably.
A lot of those players were playing real hard to stay on the team.
I mean, but it's not. I mean, the talent level is just exponentially higher in a real sort of NBA environment. And so, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I think he did easily in China and he was doing easily in the summer league, it's not that easy now. And that doesn't mean he's going to learn how to do it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of silly fouls and a lot of sort of, he does this weird thing where he does a stiff arm in football.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You gotta sort of teach yourself out of that. This is a learning process, and he's again 20 years old.
Yeah,
he's gonna be fine.
He's gonna
be fine. He'll be all right.
I liked how no matter what happened, it didn't seem to really affect his like attitude. Like he, the Ted Lasso thing, be a goldfish. He was kind of like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna keep going.
Well, they kind of talked about that a little bit, and apparently he still doesn't understand a lot of English. So I think a lot of that was he just didn't really know what the fuck was going on. He kept looking to his like translator at the bench, and there's only so much translation you can do back and forth. So I think a lot of it, like there was a lot of like the whistle would blow and he'd immediately be like, and then you'd see someone come into frame and like grab him and pat him on the shoulder and be like, no,
you're fine.
Yeah. So I think a lot of that energy was confusion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Like I said, it's a learning process in a lot of ways for that young guy. But I still think he'll be fine.
Yeah. I agree so. I agree too. I agree as well.
It's one of the prefaces.
I also agree.
It's one of the prefaces.
There he goes. So Dame's back in the fold. And I was lucky enough to go to the Welcome Back Dame rally in Pioneer Square. It was very fun. We got somehow shepherded into this sort of like VIP tent. and I was able to sort of stand very close to the players.
Okay.
And I was surprised by the size of young Hansen. He is enormous.
Yes.
He's so big, and
yes.
my wife is very small, and she gave him a high five, and I have it on a picture of it, and it's hilarious.
Very good.
But the thing is, I didn't realize how big he was because he was standing with his girlfriend or partner or whoever that was, and they were kind of cuddling, and I go, oh, hey, look how small his girlfriend is, right? Then we looked up her height. She's 5'8".
Yeah.
She just looked small with him.
Well, because that's generally what 7 feet does.
Perspective is.
It makes you look.
Makes
you look tiny.
Yes. But the vibes were amazing. Like he was joking, he was laughing with all his teammates. Toumani and Scoot seemed to have like a real nice rapport with him, like kind of teasing him and joking. He was laughing back and stuff. Yeah, Scoot is shorter than you think he is on TV, I guess. Dame seemed to be like just right back into it, comfortable in it. And he had some cool stuff to say. I mean, I think he genuinely just really like learned his lesson and just really wants to be home. And he's like, I kind of knew that staying in place was the best way to do it, but in the end I like cracked, but now I'm back and I know I was right all along, kind of thing. It was fun. I mean, it is interesting how he comes in and he immediately takes up the mantle as leader again. I mean, there's no question. He's just like, okay, I'm just taking over the entire thing.
Yeah.
And then I saw in FanFest, he's making young Hansen do the dancing with the backpack. At what point is this bullying? I don't know. It's like Dame's just like, dance for me.
Yeah. It's a little. There probably won't be that in 10 years, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing actually, but it is kind of like, because again, like, to me, Damian Lillard is, I mean, he's much younger than I am, you know what I mean? But he is getting towards the end of, I mean, he's kind of the passing generation now,
Yeah.
And I think that is a vestige of the sort of old generation. I don't think the new guys are going to be quite so hazy. And I mean, quite frankly, I mean, Damian Lillard's generation did not get it, or got it a lot less than the previous generation. So some of the stories that you hear, like the guys who played in like the 90s and the early 2000s tell about hazing, is like, oh no, those are actually felonies. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. So
yeah, and it seemed like it was all in good fun, and Young was fine. It's just like there's something about the whatever.
Yeah.
But the vibes are great all around the team. I mean, I texted you and I was like, listen, I know this is all like marketing fluff, but it seems like everybody's having a fantastic time.
Seems to be. I mean, there seems to be a genuine sort of appreciation for each other, kind of for the moment. I think that when you have that group of guys in there, they have to understand that they are on the verge of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's probably a sense in the building that, oh no, we've got, a stable full of young guys who are all sort of coming into their own. And I would argue that, Denny's last half of the season, he was putting up all-star caliber numbers and effort. You've got Shaedon. It seems like he's emerging enough that the other players are now starting to be like, okay, he's on to something.
Yeah.
You still have some mystery in terms of Scoot, but you have this sort of like the youth movement. Everyone's kind of, and then, you've got a little bit of a wait, and then you get Damian Lillard back on the court for what is probably going to be his swan song. You don't know how he's going to be, but he's going to be, I've been saying this and I'll keep saying this. There will not be a night like Damian Lillard's homecoming game,
right?
In terms of energy, that it is going to blow. It might literally blow the roof off the Rose Garden. Like it might literally pop the roof right off the Rose Garden. The new ownership team might get their wish because
we don't have a stadium anymore.
Yeah, because we literally ruined
all
the
water pipes start shaking.
Just absolutely, yeah.
Well, I mean, you saw him when he came back for his first game back with Milwaukee, and it was like a 2-minute standing ovation. 100%. It was crazy.
Yeah, it is going to be. I mean, you will be able to feel the vibrations for blocks.
Yeah, and you have Drew, who just seems like a great guy and happy to be here, apparently, I guess. And then Klingon, he just wants to try really hard and he just wants to run fast. He's just like, hey, you guys want to do a race? I don't know if I'll win, but I would love to be in it.
Let's just try it, man.
Yeah,
let's try and see what happens, man.
Let's try it.
Drew Holiday, and I will forever call him Ja Rule, there's probably people listening to this who might not even know who Ja Rule is, but Jrue Holiday, man, it just there's a certain kind of NBA player when they get to a certain age where it almost looks like they don't even have to try. Like it's just baked in. They know what to do. Like he clipped a couple of passes. Like guarding the inbound after a bucket, just kind of snatched the ball out of the air. Like that's mine now. Like just the sort of confidence that he brings on. Listen, you got a defense on the floor, and you've got Klingon, Toumani, and Jrue Holiday. That's nasty. I mean, they were locking Steph up. I mean, as much as you can. And again, early preseason, but I mean that trio on the floor at any given time is just going to be a nightmare.
It gives you a chance. It gives you a chance, and we haven't had that in so long. As the Blazers, we were like, "Hey, Amino can be our lockdown defender."
Oh my
like
God, Nick Batum, 3-and-D. I'll tell you who else was. I was and am still a little unsure of. Who's the new kid? Right? Was it McCown's? No.
Oh no,
the kid from Notre Dame. Blake Wesley.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him much. I didn't see him play that much in college. He was a Notre Dame guy, and I hate Notre Dame. And then the Spurs drafted. But look, I understand why they're willing to roll the dice on him. Because if you watch, and offensively, I don't think he's ever going to be like a primary scorer.
Right.
But if you watch him defensively, like if you watch his footwork and you watch his sort of energy level, and I think Jrue Holiday in an interview said that he's like, oh no, this kid was actually locking me down in practice. I mean, he could have the potential to be a Jrue Holiday type defender. I mean, he's got all the building blocks are there. Like I said, I was watching him locking on defense and thought, oh, that's why. That's why they okay, I get it now. We'll see.
Yeah, I think if there's any player in the league who can be pesky on defense and also was a part of the Spurs operation at one point, the Blazers are like, we will take you.
It's worth the roll of the dice.
We'll take you because if the Spurs saw something in you, then we want
that's
you.
That's right. And like I said, the first couple of minutes he was in the game, I thought, oh, that's it. Yeah, okay,
there we go.
Right. Yeah, no, fair play.
So the vibes are great, and the reason why I sort of believe in the vibes a little more than I maybe than I rationally should is I was watching the Dallas I subscribe to all the teams on the socials. Sure. And Dallas Mavericks were trying to do this thing with Cooper Flagg where they're like, hey, we got the young rook and here he is. Hey, can you open up this pack of cards and tell us how many of the players you recognize? And there was like everybody's like EQ rating just went down. Like we all felt less sympathetic for fellow humans as he read. Like we were all like tipping towards psychopath because like he was just like he had no charisma at all. It was just total, like he was not happy to be there.
No, I mean he was designed in a lab. He's not even a real boy.
I mean, but I don't know what's going on with that Mavs team. But
this is a kid who was just sort of like genetically engineered to play basketball. And the upside is he's probably going to be a really good NBA player. The downside is zero Riz. And I mean, he went to the perfect team.
Yeah.
You want to, if you're a player with no Riz and you can't get to Utah, well, Dallas is all right.
That's a great slogan for Dallas. Yeah. If you can't get to Utah.
Yeah, if you can't get to Utah, here we are.
Okay, so the Blazers are apparently owned by Tom Dundon.
Yes.
And some other people.
Long as
or Stop the Presses, are they? So apparently there's like some interfamilial like problems here.
Yeah.
Where like two rich families both thought they were in on the deal.
Yeah.
The Panda Express family.
Sure.
And then the family that owns the Thorns, right? The Thorns and the Fire. And apparently there's this allegations that they went behind their back and what's going to happen? What does this mean for the team? What does this mean?
When I tell my boys, if you see two super rich guys fighting on the street, if one of them doesn't drop their wallet, it doesn't matter to you at all.
Okay.
It just
sure.
let them fight. Let them fight.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let them fight. We're still playing basketball.
You don't think it's going to be a problem when it comes to trade deadlines coming around? We still don't know who the ownership is. Like, do we make this pull this trigger? Okay.
Yeah, no. I just let it go. I'll be honest with you. This may sound weird, but the longer that the Allen family owns the team, I think the more freedom the basketball people will have to make basketball moves. You know what I mean? So no, let them fight. Let's drag it out for a year or two. We got nothing else going on. Just
sure. Let's make some AI slop that fake movies and stuff.
Get me the AI lawyers.
Yeah.
File me some briefs with the AI lawyers. Let the AI judge handle it, and we'll be here for the next 3 or 4 years. Just hang out. Yeah.
The last thing I want to talk to you about, our beloved Scoot pulled his hamstring or something, and apparently it's bad enough that he torn hamstring. Right?
Torn hamstring. Yeah.
And he's going to be out 4 to 10 weeks, which is a huge range.
It's a big injury, man.
And
you ever torn a hamstring?
No, I'm not doubting. Really doubting the severity of the injury. I'm just saying, like, this is a huge bummer.
Yeah, especially considering it's clear everyone's having such a great time.
Everyone's having a blast.
And there's Scoot on the sideline,
just dancing.
Just he's just in the corner at the prom by himself. Yeah, I know. I so much want for him to have that like breakthrough moment, because I mean he's had, and again he's in the grand scheme of things he's fine. He's young, he's rich, whatever, blah blah blah. But boy, it would be nice. It would be a big, I think, victory for everyone involved if he could just, play a little basketball.
Yeah, and Chauncey is a man, for better and mostly worse, who is totally in love with the idea that you have to be totally loyal to the veterans. So when Simons was here, he was going to play Simons, as many minutes as he could. He was going to play Jerami Grant, whatever. And it was just getting to the point where it's like, okay, Scoot has a runway where, Chauncey's going to actually let him kind of have a little fun, have a little leash.
Yeah.
So you just hope that Scoot comes back and that's still the attitude. But you could also see a scenario where the Blazers get out to a little bit of an exciting start. And Chauncey's like, no, you got to ride the horses that brought you here. We can't, you got to bring them in sparingly. And
Well, I mean, the way I think about it is like this. I think that barring a Ben Simmons like setback, you have to start Shaedon at one of the guard spots. Yeah. I just think at this point you have to. I mean, if he's going to play like that, you can't not start him.
There comes a point where it's undeniable. You just can't do it.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
Like I said, in its first preseason game training, but I mean, if you just watch him play, and you know what else he was doing? He was handling the ball. He was bringing the ball up and down the court.
His dribbling looked tighter. Yeah.
He's clearly been putting into work. Defensively, he's not embarrassing himself anymore. He's still not, Sure. He's never going to be a defensive player of the year candidate, but, and I will begrudgingly give Chauncey a little credit. I think shutting him down last season and telling him you can't play unless you learn to play defense. Okay. That worked. But I think if you got Shaedon and Drew Holiday as your starting guard backcourt, you're solving a lot of problems there. Yeah. So I mean, Scoot is going to come back. He might, maybe this is an opportunity for him, because like I said, that second team needs some firepower.
Yeah.
And maybe this will give Scoot the opportunity to really kind of in a relatively lower stake method, kind of like, okay, I'm going to be the guy. I'm going to be the sixth man, and be that kind of off the bench pop. And
I love the optimism.
I just don't, my nightmare situation for him is that he finally starts getting his feet under him just as Dame comes back.
Right.
Like, what? Yeah. That is so horribly unfair for Scoot.
Yeah.
It would just be heartbreaking. And he's got a bear, because I understand what Dame is saying. Like, oh, I'm definitely done for the year. Come on, man. If there is a chance that Damian Lillard can get back on the court this year, he is going to be back on the court this year. And I want Scoot to have that window to really.
Yeah, you don't want that hanging over him.
No.
And at some point, the low stakes, it's like, okay, well, you need to have stake. Like, this is year, what, 4? Year 3?
3.
So, I mean, I don't know. It was a huge bummer for me. And I was really thinking he would have kind of a breakout season, because his shooting seemed to be coming along. He seemed to be having confidence.
Yes. And again, what is he? He's 21.
Yeah. He's a baby.
He's literally a tall baby.
He's a
literally a tall baby.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything else? Because I have one more thing, and then I can
let
you go. Okay. So last week I gave you a quote. I mean, not last week. It was a month ago that we did our last podcast. But I have another quote for you. So wealth is the gap between what you want to have and what you can have, right?
Okay.
So the smaller that gap, the wealthier you are, right? So there's two ways to do this, right? You can either make more money, have more resources,
sure,
more things are in your reach, or lower what you want. Okay. So what I want you to do, is what would a wealthy season for the Trailblazers look like to you? Are we going to increase our making trades, getting better player, or is it lowering our expectations a little bit and just kind of, because right now I'm in this situation where I don't know what a wealthy season for the Blazers is, because Joe and Chauncey keep talking about how we're a good team, we're going to turn that corner, whatever. What does that look like?
Yeah, no, it's interesting because a lot of the stuff I've been reading has the Blazers finishing right about the same they did last year. And it's, from one side, it's like, how's that? I mean, if you just look at the second half of the season, like, clearly they were a better team ending the year than they were like the third best defense in the league for the second half of the season. But also, one of the things, the West as a conference has gotten so much better. You know what I mean? Like, there are not a lot of weak links in the West. So, yeah, I think I'm trying to sort of parse this so that it doesn't sound
maybe
too
it's
crazy.
too convoluted.
No. It's a wonderful. This is what you bring. This is wonderful, deep philosophical questions. And I guess my thing is, I think that it's going to be kind of a moral thing. You get rid of Jerami Grant, Dame comes back healthy. You know what I mean? If you can make the play-in, then I think you are right where you want to be.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily. I mean, to me, it's not even the win-loss record. Listen. In a normal year, they may be a playoff team. The way the West looks right now, they might not be, and that's okay. Because I think if you can get rid of Jerami Grant, if Shaedon can establish himself as like a real, sort of blossoming superstar, if Denny can, get at least in the All-Star conversation, and you can get a healthy Dame,
you're feeling pretty rich.
I would be on cloud 9. I would be almost as happy as I was when I got this hat. Because I'm a rich man. This is all I wanted.
I can't believe how clean that hat is.
This is all
looks too good. You've aged back. This Benjamin buttoned you.
I know.
This
it's
hat
crazy.
Did you shave, or did that happen when you put the hat on?
No, it's all the hat. The hat may be sentient. I don't know. I may be the hat now.
I don't even know if you're real. Are you AI?
I could be.
Are you using a filter right now?
No, my face is lopsided in a way that I don't think AI could actually capture, to be honest with you. This is a little too imperfect to be AI produced.
I think, for me, I agree with everything you said, but with the caveat that I want them to make the play-in riding their young core. If they make the play-in because they're playing Jerami Grant 45 minutes a night, and Drew Holiday turns in a vintage performance for a season and a half.
So depressed.
I'd be like, I mean, granted, I always want Blazers to win, but it's like,
no,
really?
Not like that.
That's
not
what
like
we're
that.
doing?
No, not like that.
And I could totally see, Jerami Grant going off for 30 games, having a hot streak, like he did in Detroit or whatever.
Yes.
And Chauncey's just like, hey, he's a winning player. Let's go.
Do you know how upset I'm going to be if Jerami Grant is starting, like just sort of regularly starting at the beginning of the season? I'm going to be.
The problem is that he would be a very like if he is coming off the bench and he's like, hey man, we need a bucket, like high leverage situation,
right?
Like let's put him in, okay. But he makes too much fucking money.
I know.
He just makes too much money to be
and
that
that's
guy.
The thing. I mean, that becomes the sort of the boldest choice they could make. Would be the most obvious thing they could do if you take away the money.
If you take away the money,
but it's hard to take away that gigantic stack of money that decided to so much money.
Nobody thought he would be here. If you follow his social media, his girlfriend or wife talks openly about how, hey, we didn't think we were going to be here. Come house shopping with us because we're still here.
That's madness.
And she just takes you to all these different houses and shows you because nobody thought he was going to be here.
Because we had a place and we sold it.
Yeah.
Because all signs.
Every sign.
And here we are again.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Hey, look, I mean, if you tell me our second unit is going to be led by Scoot and Jerami Grant,
yeah, you're happy.
I mean, that there are worse things. If you tell me our starting lineup is going to be Jerami Grant,
I know. Well, was it like it was 2 seasons ago where it was basically like every possession was Ant or Jerami Grant isolating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, I know that the Blazers got rid of a bunch of assistant coaches and brought in a bunch of new assistant coaches, and you could see the difference. I mean, just the plays they were running on offense, because they were actually running plays on offense, which was not something they were doing a lot last year. But yeah, I mean, a lot of like the screen and curls, and I mean, like I said, they were moving the ball and they were getting results, and then they threw it to Jerami, and okay, well, contested fadeaway from 24 feet. Okay, cool.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll join. We'll come back.
We will.
It's too fun not to. Yeah. Everybody should be a Mariners fan. Let's all root for the Mariners tomorrow.
What's that guy? The catcher? What's his?
The nickname? Big Dumper.
The Big Dumper.
Yeah. Did you see they made a cow?
That's something our kids would say to one another to upset it. You know, that's how they make fun of each other.
That's how your dad. That's how you. That's how they talk to us.
Yeah.
After we've used the bathroom. Coming. Yeah. Here's the Big Dumper. Yeah. They actually made a bobble butt doll of Cal Raleigh where he's in his batting stance, but the butt bobbles.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I saw a clip of a fan who had the like a Big Dumper t-shirt jersey thing here with the home run.
Yeah.
Like 61. And then he hit 61 and he pulled it off and it was 62 hit here.
No, he caught the ball.
Outstanding.
He caught 61. How crazy is that?
Mariners in 6.
Well, it's a 5-game series. So Mariners in
5. That's right. I'm a baseball man. The little dumper. Wait. That doesn't work.